Good afternoon everybody and welcome to Crafty Clegs. My name is Jeanette and today I am coming to you with a little video about my past makes at Christmas. On my last YouTube video on, I think it was Friday, either Friday or Saturday, I had said that I had always taken part in the Rico Rumi make along at Christmas, and I haven't really done it very much this year. Well, I said if you wanted to see my past makes and some of my other makes from Christmas, I'd show them to you, and there was quite a lot of you had said that you'd like to see them. So this little video is all about the things that I've made for Christmas in the past. So you need to get yourself a coffee. I've got mine in my last year's Emma Bridgewater mug. This is, I really like this one. Grab yourself a coffee and a spare 20 minutes and we will get going, and I'll show you everything. Well, not everything, because to be fair, I'd be here all day and you'd soon get fed up of it. But I'm just going to show you some of my favourite makes and some of the amigurumi from Rico Rumi that I have made in the past. Grab yourself a coffee and let's get going. Okay, have you got a coffee? Now, I'm not going to show you anything in any particular order. I'm just going to show you some of my favourite makes. Two of the most favourite ones I've made from Cool Crafting has been the Greenlambkin, but I've mixed them up a little bit myself and done something a little bit different, just because I fancied something different. So the first one that I made, this is out of the Luna book, and she's just a plain Luna, but I made her into Rudolph. So I just basically got some free downloads of antler shapes off the internet, and I just made them, hand sewn them. They have got modelling wire in them, so you know you can model them to whichever way you want. And then I just put a red nose on her or him, and hat and scarf, and that is Rudolph. And so I made that. I think I made that in 2022. I think that was 22's make. So that was one of the things. And then I think I made this the year after. Oh no, so that'd be 21. So this next one would be 22. So I made a bedtime Luna. Tim did me a little book, printed me out a little book, and I sewn it to her hands. It's the night before Christmas. This is some of the beautiful Liberty Torn-Lawn fabric that I had. I've just used the last of it actually, that I made her in. These are the pyjamas. So this is Christmas Eve Luna in her pyjamas. She's got matching pads and matching ears. And then I found myself a pair of red glasses, reading glasses. And then I just stitched them on at the back. Can you see that? Just stitched them on either side so they wouldn't come off. And so that must have been 22 that I made that. But yeah, that's another one that I really enjoy. And I bring them out every year. They're dotted around the house. Like I say, Tim was never ever keen on it, but now he doesn't seem to care anymore, and he just sort of goes, more stuff in the house. But who cares? It makes it festive. It brings back memories, some good, some bad. Yeah, we've had a few Christmases, Tim and I, that haven't been particularly good, but you know, you crack on and you don't think about them things, do you? You think about the good times. So that was, I think that was 22, must have been. So them are the two Lunas that I really love. Right, and then, these are 4 of my things that I made for Toft. And again, I can't tell you what year these was because I can't remember. There's only one that I can remember, and that was last year's. But let me show you my most treasured thing from Toft, and that is Santa Claus. I absolutely love him. It was a Toft kit. Let me pull his jacket down. It was a Toft kit. It was a really, really fun make. And I can even remember where I bought this kit from. I bought this kit from the Harrogate show, Christmas show. And I think this must have been 2018, something like that, because we were still working and still going to shows, Angela and I. I used to work at a little fabric shop called the Bobbin Patch, and we used to do the circuits of the shows. Sometimes I went with her and sometimes her husband went with her. But yeah, I know that I bought this from the Toft stand from Harrogate, and it is one of my most treasured and favourite Toft makes of all. I just love him. I just love him. There is a Mrs. Claus, and I really would like to do her, but yeah, not this year now. Times are whizzing by and I've got other plans. So maybe next year, maybe I can do that next year. So that was, that's one of my favourite Christmas Tofts, Mr. Claus. Now, I love this. A lot of people in the family laughed at it. As I'm sure everybody's got in the past when they've made toys, the family are like, what on earth is that? But I call this Christmas Bauble Boy. And it is a boy with a bauble for a head. It reminds me a little bit of it being strange of Katie's mince pie boy. It's just a little bit of fun, isn't it? But yeah, this was another one of my favourite makes, and this hung on my tree last year. Last year I had a very, very small tree. We bought a real tree last year, and I hung a lot of my handmade things. Well, all the handmade things was on it. But this year I'm going back to my big tree because I missed it. So none of these will be on. They'll be dotted around the house, like I say, maybe some in the craft room, dining room, some in the kitchen, who knows. But yeah, so I think that was the one I made, again, not really sure, a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. So that's Bauble Boy. Now, this is one of my favourite makes as well. I love them all, don't get me wrong, and my favourite is definitely Santa Claus, but I love this little guy as well. Look at him. This is the snowman. Isn't he gorgeous? Look at them legs and them boots. Oh, this was just so fun to make as well. And I'm not sure, but I almost want to say that Kerry does some sort of little, I don't know if it's like a little sale or some, I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know why I'm thinking around this time of the year there's a sale at Toft, because she doesn't often do them, Kerry. Anyway, I'm not sure, but I know that I usually buy something like this at this time of the year. So this was not last year, the year before this. Isn't that adorable? This, I like this yarn. I don't know if it's going to pick it up, but it's got a bit of sparkle in it. Isn't it nice? So yeah, that was last year's, the snowman. Now, wait till you see this one. This was definitely last year because I remember making this last year. And this is a Toft elf. And Tim made me some weights because I, very sillily, stuffed him all the way up to the top ear. So his muscles, it looks like he's got really big, strong muscles. So Tim said, oh, that's hilarious. Shall we give him some dumbbells? So he's got some dumbbells on here and looks like he's lifting his weights. But yeah, that was last year's make. And this is the elf. Look at the ears. I love that ears tucked under there. Let me show you. Look at them ears. Oh, I tell you what, Toft do some amazing things. I absolutely love Toft. I really, really do. And not last year, the year before. Now, I can't reach them. They're actually right on the top shelf in our spare bedroom in one of the wardrobes is my 12 Birds of Christmas that I did not last year, the year before. If I can get Tim to reach them down sometime during Vlogmas, I will show them to you. So yeah, the year before that, I did the 12 Birds of Christmas. Isn't it lovely? So that's my elf from last year. I haven't had anything from this year yet. Well, I did. I treated myself to, well, no, I didn't. I treated Katie to the kit for mince pies. But obviously I've got the pattern as well. So I've made a mince pie. But yeah, I might treat myself to something further on in December. Who knows? Right, next up, I'm going to show you 3 things that I received from friends, either as gifts or in swaps, that are my very, very favourite thing. Now, I've only chosen 3 because I've got a lot of things that people have very, very kindly made for me, sent me at Christmas or, you know, birthdays. I've got so many beautiful things from all my subscribers and, you know, you, my family. And I had to just choose 3. And 2 of them come from the one person, but I had to show them you together because they're just adorable. Anyway, let me have a sip of my coffee, and I'll show you. So the first thing that I wanted to show you was this beautiful wall hanging. Now, if you've been round here for a long time, you'll have probably seen this before. But this beautiful wall hanging was made by my ex-boss and friend Angela of the Bobbin Patch. And again, I cannot tell you what year this was, but how stunning is that? Just take a moment to look at that. The work in it is absolutely perfection. Angela is a perfectionist when it comes to her work. So I have that hung up in my lounge in Pride of Place where everybody can see it when they come in. And then at the back, it's just covered with a piece of like camel colour felt. But isn't that beautiful? The detail in it. Oh, I love it. Look, we've even got a bird in the tree, a star at the top, snowflake on the house there. She's even done a wreath. Can you see the wreath on the door? And that's hand sewn. Isn't it gorgeous? So that is one of my very, very favourite things. And I love it. Thank you, Angela. And then the next thing, now I do know I got this last year because I got this. I did a swap with a couple of friends, and one of those friends was Susanne from Greenlambkin yarn, and she sent me 2 handmade gifts. Now, just recently, this past 12 months, I have become very, very much into my retro colours. Very vintagey, very retro. I think it's a lot to do with my junk journaling because that's the kind of style I'm going down. But it's overflowing into my crafting, colour-wise, that I prefer. Anyway, let me show you. So Susanne sent me these 2 things and I love them. So she sent me, this woman is so, well, Susanne is just so talented. She's an indie dyer, she knits, she podcasts. She's really, really talented. I'll leave links to anybody that I talk about, excuse me, in my description box below. And if I can remember where some of these things come from, I will try and link it. But I'll be honest with you, I can't remember what I did yesterday, let alone what I made 5 years ago. Anyway, so look at that. Is that not just the most amazing mandala? But the colours are just, has she not just got it perfect? Oh, I love it. So this goes on my dining room table during Christmas. Goes on my dining room table with my poinsettia on top. And I love it. I love the colours. I love the style. It's just beautiful. The work that's gone into that. Isn't it lovely? So thank you, Susanne. And alongside that, wait till you see this. Oh, this is another fabulous. Look at the bauble she made. Oh my goodness. Look at that. We've got jingly bells, listen. This beautiful gold, no, actually it's bronze thread. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, love it. Oh, yeah, I love it. So that is another one of my... I usually hang that over... From going into my dining room into the lounge, I usually hang that on one side. Well, that's where I hung it last year. Isn't it lovely? So that's another one of my favourite handmade ornaments. So thank you very much, Suzanne. I love that. Right, so now we'll go on to what I'm calling miscellaneous. I'm saving the best till the last, which I think is the best, which is the Rikarumi. So I'm saving that till the last. So I'm just going to show you a few things that I've randomly made throughout the last few years. And again, I don't know when it was, what year it was. Some of the things I can tell you where I got the patterns from, so you can go and have a look at them. Others, I haven't got a clue. So we'll start with my most favourite that I made last year. And it just tickles me every time I look at it. And that is the Grinch. Oh my goodness, look at that. What do you think of him? Is he not the best Grinch? But you've not seen the best yet. It tickles me every time I see it and brings me so much joy. Are you ready? Oh, I love it. Is that not just amazing? The way the pattern is written, it's just absolutely amazing. He's got modelling wire in his arms, so we can move him around. His hat, oh no, his hat doesn't come off. It's tacked on. But yeah, his scarf comes off. But is he not just the most amazing Grinch that you've ever seen? He is just amazing and I love him. Most of my things are crocheted in. This is Sheepy's Katona, as always. There's not a lot that I don't do in Sheepy's Katona. No, there isn't, not really. I'll show you as I'm going anyway. So that's the Grinch. He's one of my favourite ones. Then this has got to be one of my favourite makes. The old Christmas tree and car on the truck. There's actually a new one out at the moment and it's a Volkswagen. What's them camper vans called? Again, they're very retro and I can't remember the name. Is it VW? No, it's not VW. Or it might be. If I can find a picture, I'll put it in for you. And I'd really like to make that this year. So, watch this space, I might do. But yeah, this was made, I don't know, three years ago. And I know that this was made out of Sheepy's Soft Fun. Yeah, Sheepy's Soft Fun. And again, really nice to make. San 74. San, I don't know what Tim's... Why? We've got a nameplate there. I don't know. Santa? Yes, I think that's meant to be Santa. So Tim did a nameplate on his laser machine. Of course he did. And yeah, that's another one of my favourites. Isn't that lovely? I think it is anyway. And then next up, I think I made this last year as well. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this is a free pattern. Isn't that cute? I can't remember what it's called, where the free pattern came from. So yeah, I'm not much help. Like I say, if I can find where I can get them all from, I will put it up. I will put it down below on the screen. This looks like... I was going to say that looks like Sheepy's, but I think that is Rikarumi DK, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm not sure because it's got a bit of a shine to it, so it might be. It's got some silver in his pom-pom. Isn't that lovely? And how adorable is he? So that was another one of my makes. Then I think this was not last year, the year before, but again, not sure. And it is the snowman. Oh, ain't he lovely? Look at his tummy. Look at his belly. Oh, and it's stuffed rock hard. I do like to stuff my, overstuff my toys, to be fair. But this is the snowman. This was, I crocheted this with drops. and I can't remember what it was called, but it was definitely a drops yarn. And I got this out of a magazine, and again, not sure which magazine, but yeah, I'm sure if you had a search on the old Google, sorry about that, that was my computer. Yeah, I'm sure if you searched on Google, you'd be able to find it. So I made that. Oh, and he's so beautiful. This snowman reminds me so much of my children's childhood. They grew up enjoying the snowman at Christmas. Oh, such special memories. That one. Then the next one is a lady called Kate Eastwood from Just Pootling, and I love her little patterns. In fact, there's one up at the moment that is of a little robin that I want to make. It's a free pattern over on her Instagram page, so I can tell you that. But these patterns that I'm going to show you now, these are paid for patterns, and they are from Kate of Just Pootling, and I think they're available on Love Crafts. So the first one is the Christmas snowball mouse. Isn't that adorable? So a little mouse. This is Sheepy's Katona, and this is Sirdar Snowflake. I am really, really sorry about the light. It has gone so dark outside. It's like Armageddon. It's really, really dark, and it is 3:05. So yeah, I really do apologise for the lighting, but there's not a lot I can do. So that is the first one, the snowball mouse. Then I made the Christmas penguin. This is Katona. That was a quick make. I do like quick makes at Christmas. And then I made this. I think this was made last year. And again, this is a paid for pattern. And it is a polar bear with a gold star. How bonny is she? He? She? No, it's a she, isn't it? She's got a bow in her hair. Mind you, a man can have a bow in his hair, I suppose. Anyway, so that was done with Sheepy's Stonewash. And this is Rika Rume. Is it called Lame? That's that one. And then finally from Kate from Just Pootling. Let me just get them all together. I really need to change the ribbon in these because the last time I had them out, I think it was I think it might have been Easter, but it is all the geese. Oh, aren't they beautiful? And again, this is a pattern from Kate of Just Pootling. So I think I'm going to get some red and white gingham or green and white gingham, and I might just make a few more of these. Not sure. It just depends on time. Because they are only very, very small, these. But when you first start making them, you think, this just doesn't look right. It just isn't right. But it is. It is. Trust the process. But isn't that adorable? Oh, I love it. And I think these was made from, what they called, colour. I've got some little balls somewhere. I'll put it on the screen. I can't remember what the name of it is. But yeah, really easy to make once you get your head around the construction. It's not difficult. You have to get your head around the construction because it's sort of made. You start off that way, but then end up turning that way. But you'll see if you get the pattern. So yeah, I've made those. Then I made, I think this was last year I made these. Could have been the year before, I'm not sure. But I think actually thinking about it was last year because I hung them on the tree. And that is the mini stockings. So I did a red and green. This is gingerbread from West Yorkshire Spinners. Don't know what these are. Green and pink. Oh, I love this one. A little bit of sparkle. You see the sparkle in that? And then orange and purple. Is it lovely? And then the last thing I want to show you is my, now, you'll have to excuse this guy because I don't know what's happened. He's been put away and he looks a bit bedraggled, but he is a little cotton rabbit, and this was the Christmas one I made. Now, I just did him a plain sweater, but I stuck on a snowflake, and whilst it's been stored, if you like, it's all come loose, fallen off. So I'm going to have to try and get that off, or maybe just stick something over the top. But I made this, oh, I don't know, again. But I also made from the same yarns that I did this was, hold on a second, I can't get hold of it, a little blanket and a pillow to go with it. This pattern was a free pattern on Elise from, oh, she's not Les Petites Sate Crochet anymore, is she? She is, oh, she's changed her name. I don't know, I'll put it on the screen, but that was a free pattern. So that and that went together. I've used Sirdar Sublime, and I can't remember what this was. It was one that I don't normally use, and I had to order it. I can't remember what it was, but isn't it lovely? I've actually got a kit from Lucy Locketland to make a new Peter Little Cotton Rabbit. So, and I love this. This is just the nicest thing. Look at that. Look at that little blanket and pillow. Is that not just adorable? I mean, what I do with them all, I don't know. I just have them dotted around the house, but yeah, they bring me so much joy. I have decided, just actually over the past 24 hours, excuse me, sorry, that next year I am going to have a toy year. I'm going to have a big clear out, I think. I'm not going to sell any. I want to keep all my toys, I've decided. But I'm going to have a big clear out, wrap them all in bubble wrap, not bubble wrap, oh, what's it called? Vacuum packed. And I'm going to store them in a box, airtight box in the loft with some mothballs and stuff like that, because some of them are made with wool, the Toft. And I'm going to have a blank canvas for the beginning of next year, and I'm going to start again, and I have decided I am just going to have a year of toy making, whether it be knitting, crocheting or sewing. That is what I want to do, because that is what brings me the most joy. So that's what I've decided to do. And that's only just recently, in the last 24 hours, I thought, you know what? I've been making a little tiny Rika Rumi Santa's helper from this year's crochet along. I think it was week 2. And I have had so much fun putting it together. I am definitely one of those crocheters that loves little pieces. I love fiddly little pieces. Like this, you know, I mean, you make the head, the body, the head, the hat, the ears and the arms and legs, and you've got millions of pieces and you have to put them all together. But that is what I really, really enjoy. So yeah, I've made a decision that next year is going to be the year of toys for me, definitely. And I think it's going to be a good year. Right, so this is what you've been waiting for. Excuse me, I have got down here my beautiful box. You've seen it, I put it at the beginning of the video. I got this box from one of my lovely friends, Leslie, in a swap a few years ago now, way before COVID, I think. And this is where I store all my favourites. Now, I will take the lid off and show you. Look at them. Oh, I love them. I love them. So I have missed a couple of years, and I'm going to show you each individual one. I'm going to show you my stockings first. So my stocking ones, which when I say my stocking ones, it's creatures that was all sat in Christmas stockings, and I had these all up on my fireplace. So the first one is the seal. Isn't he lovely? Can take his hat off. And then there's like a hanger on the back to hang them all up. I had them all on my fireplace one year. So there's the seal. I don't know what order they came in. I couldn't tell you. Oh, this is a lovely one. Then there's the puppy dog. Isn't he adorable? With his little, I don't know if that's supposed to be a Christmas pudding hat. And then, oh, this one was super, super cute. I'm turning sideways, sorry, because I've got my box on me. This is super cute. This was the kitten. Isn't it lovely? They're all made with Rikorumi DK. And then we have, I don't know why I decided to do a green one. I don't know if it's because I run out of the yarn, red yarn, I'm not sure. But then I did the polar bear in a green stocking. Don't know why I decided to do that, but hey, I did. So he's Mr. Polar Bear. Then we have Mr. Mouse. Lovely. And then we have the reindeer. Isn't it lovely? And they've all got stockings. They've all got the hangers in the back. And they do all come out. They're just legless. Not literally legless. Like in alcohol legless, I mean. They just obviously are meant to be sat in a stocking. So there was no point in making legs. So that was 1 year. Put them back. And then this was, I don't know when this was, not last year, the year before. We have an elf. Can you see? Oh, aren't they gorgeous? I love them. Absolutely love them. And then we have Mrs. Claus with a star. Oh, it's terrible, the lighting. I will try and lighten up the video for you, but yeah, don't hold your breath. Then we have the reindeer. Love them. Then we have Mr. or Mrs. Penguin. That was one of my favourite ones. I really enjoyed making that. It was very simple, but so effective, do you not think? Oh, I love it. So there's the penguin. Then there's the donkey. Now, I don't know who had that. Yeah. I made this. It's like a candy cane, but I don't know if it was the donkey. I'm not sure who it was, but there's the donkey. I don't think it was the donkey. I think it was the elf. I think the candy cane was for him, if I'm not mistaken. And then last but not least, now I've saved this one till the last because it's hilarious. I have no idea, no idea what I did, but I did something. I don't know if it was a weekend and I maybe had a glass of mulled wine. I just don't know. I just don't know. But this is what you might call, and I don't even know what it is, the creature. I can't tell you because it's that big. I can't, no, I just don't know. This is, I don't know what it is, but it's oversized. That compared to this, can you see what I mean? They was all supposed to be the same size. I have no idea what I did with this. No idea whatsoever. Whether I used the wrong size hook or, like I said, I'd been on the mulled wine and I got a bit carried away and overstuffed, or, but yeah. Anyway, those are my Rikorumi from 2 years ago. Aren't they lovely? I can't lift them up any higher. Can you see them? Oh, I love them. And that's it. That's all I've got to show you. There is a lot more I could show you. Excuse me. Yeah, there is a lot more I can show you. I've got lots up here. I've got it everywhere. But the video, I mean, it's already half an hour long. So yeah, maybe we'll do one. I'll show you bits and pieces during Vlogmas maybe. Right, I do not know if I'll be back again before Vlogmas starts on Sunday. Can you believe it's Sunday? There's still bits of preparation going on for my little bit of display here. I am hoping to do most of my recording in my craft room this year because it's just going to be easier. Obviously, if we take you out, if we go out, we'll take you with us. But yeah, we don't know what's going to be happening this year because things are very different for us with family and one thing and another. So it's just going to be watch this space. So for now, I hope you enjoyed looking at all my little past makes, and let's hope that this time next year there'll be lots more to show you because I'll have had a year of toys. Right, so for now, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and hopefully I shall see you on the 1st of December. Bye. Bye.